by the way, which our lead commissioner, Mr. Graham Smith, will tell us about it. I already have a few people asking me, why are we here? What is this special day all about? And I'm like, shh, We'll get to know just now. My name is Tolly B. I'll be your host for today. A lot of people always ask what the B stands for in Tolly B, and today I'm about to release and tell the biggest kept secret in cricket. I don't know if you guys know the Boundary family from Venda in Limpopo. Don't Google this, by the way. Do you know the Boundary family? No one knows the Boundary family. That's because the B doesn't stand for boundary. The B stands for any B word you can think of. But I said boundary because we're doing cricket today. So if you get the urge to call me Tolly back of a length, for instance, feel free today. Tell you backward points or batter or bowler. The B stands for any B word you can think of. You don't have to worry about what the B stands for. As long as it's all about cricket, we are here for it. Right? Welcome. Just a few house rules. Only a few things, really. If you'd like the gents and the ladies, just to my left here, to that corner. That's where they are. There's some fine gentlemen outside here wearing black. If you need anything, they'll also assist you with it. And some ladies wearing the blue tees, the blue best wear SA20 tees, and they'll also assist you. I saw Brandon is also here with the 360 video stuff as well. I've already done mine on that. I've already posted it, so you might want to get on that too. And one other thing is you might have gotten a number when you walked in here. Please hold on to that number because there's some special prizes to be won at the end of this. Please hold on to your number. We'll do a draw just at the end of this. I thought I should just also talk about how I fell in love with cricket. This is going to be very quick, right? So I was at school. I was in grade 11. I had a friend who was in grade 12. And he loved cricket so much. And this is when I knew that there's something very special about cricket. It's not just any other game. He loved cricket so much, he used to play, that he passed his matric and he repeated it because he wanted his provincial colors. I don't know if you know anyone else who's done this, right? So he repeated matric because he said no. And he passed very well. I said, no, I want my provincial colors. So I want to repeat matric. So I then did matric with him, right, in the following year. And he didn't get his... He didn't get it, right? We still laugh about it even today. So he's not hard done by it. We still laugh about it today. But we sit as friends and we say, either you had just so much guts or you loved cricket that much. And the thing is, he actually had both. He loved cricket that much that he made all of us fall in love with cricket. Which is why, for someone like me, cricket isn't just a game. It's a little bit more than just a game. I've seen it in front of me. I've seen friends making crazy decisions because of the game of cricket, right? So all of us are here because we love this game. We love it so much. And to everybody else at home as well who will be keeping their eyes on this as and when they do see it, I'm pretty sure you're watching because you love the game of cricket that much. That's what brings us all together. And my word, January 2023, something massive happens. Season 1 of SA20. I must tell you, I was emceeing all the bullring games, right? Right here in Johannesburg. So I emceed all those games. And I used to get so jealous because other stadiums are also such a big buzz. And then even if we didn't know each other, we had that rivalry to say, no, we want to make this stadium bigger. And then someone in Paarl says, no, we're going to make ours bigger. And the guys in Cape Town are like, no, we're going to make ours bigger. And it was impeccable. I'm sure everyone can agree that we had an amazing season 1 of the SA20. Let's give it a round of applause. Thank you very, very much. I still get goosebumps just talking about it, like right there, right there. So we're going to have another great season, and it started a few weeks ago, obviously with some retained players and something special happening today as well. But talking about last year and what we got up to last year, I'd like everyone to just cast your eyes to the screen, please, and have a look at what we did in season 1 of the Betway SA20.
Six teams, one prize, a lot to play for, a big money tournament, enormous amount of rands spent on South African players and players from all over the world. This is a truly global event.
Joss, isn't he just clever?
Oh, he's gone again. He's gone again. Don't worry about that.
Ollie Stoll, Cape Town, and there he goes. He's got a bit of pace about him.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh, he's cleaned up quick in the clock.
shot.
Fran Loris. The claws have put the cock. Trademark shot there through the covers.
And the catch has been taken. Jax again. He's gone big, he's gone huge. There's another catch. There is.
What a shot. Unbelievable shot.
What a shot.
Gone. It's brilliant.
My goodness gracious me.
He's had enough of it. He's going to go after it. Has he had taken? Yeah! It's grabbed. We've got our sixth catch.
This has been sensational stuff. Absolutely sensational. Magnificent performance for Factor this year. It is the first Betway SA20 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. That was electrifying.
16.
And that was just season 1. I mean, if you start like that, it can only get better in season 2, and it is going to get better. And now the moment has come for those who are asking. Some of the guys that I work with at Prime Media are already asking me, why are we here? Give us the scoop so we can put it on 702 first. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Our lead commissioner, Graham Smith, will do that. I'd like all of us to give him a warm round of applause as he comes on stage to tell us why we're here and also introduce a very interesting video, which we will see straight after that.
Afternoon, everybody, and my job today is to welcome you. It's been a lot of hard work, as usual, behind the scenes. It's great to see season 1, but knowing the effort that got put in and what was created is special. But again, you know, following season 1 has been an immense amount of work being done behind the scenes, and today it's fantastic to be able to join everybody again, see all the familiar faces. I'd like to thank the members of the media that have made the effort to turn out today to come and join us with what is for us a big day, a nice public day as we build to season 2. It's something that is never easy in the cricket calendar, is to get the schedule right, but we're very excited to be announcing our fixtures for season 2 today. Just on that note, before we play the video, I'd like to welcome the players as well, the 6 players. I know that the schedule has been a nightmare for you. I know between the international calendar, training camps, and various other things going on, we really appreciate the effort. At the core, SA20, Betway SA20 will always be a cricket product, and we want to see the standards high. So having you here today really is a big thing for us. So thank you for coming through. Is the video?
Your New Year's planning starts now. It's time for Betway SA20 Season 2, and the opening fixtures are here. On 10 January, the defending champions, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, will take on the Joburg Super Kings in Gqeberha. Then it's off to the coast to watch Durban Super Giants face off against MI Cape Town. The first clash in the Winelands will be on 12th Jan when the Paarl Royals welcome the Capitals. Joburg will see its first game when the Super Kings host the Mother City's favourite 11. Centurions action kicks off when the Royals visit the Jacaranda City on the 14th of Jan. And rounding off the home fixtures, the Sunrisers travel down to the coast to take on MI Cape Town. Get set for summer by marking your calendars as Betway SA20 comes back to town. SA20 comes back to town. Your New Year's planning starts now. It's time for Betway SA20 Season 2, and the opening fixtures are here. On 10 January, the defending champions, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, will take on the Joburg Super Kings in Gqeberha. Then it's off to the coast to watch Durban Super Giants.
I don't know, I'm just having a look here, Graham. Aiden there. You're going to be starting with Sibonelo. How are you guys feeling about that? We'll ask you about it a little bit later on. But yeah, it is on. So the fixtures are here. We've just announced the fixtures for the first half of the SA20 for this year. Now, I just want to have a chat with our lead commissioner here, a little bit about the fixtures, a little bit about what happened last year, and some of the few things that we can look forward to in this year. Just from a fixtures point of view, this time around, we're starting in the Eastern Cape and not in Cape Town as well.
Yeah, so fixtures will start Jan 10th again for Season 2. Sunrisers, who won Season 1, will get the opening game in Port Elizabeth. I think just in general, we have a much better fixture list for season 2. If we consider that season 1 we lost 3 venues early to the Women's World Cup, we now have access to all our 6 venues for the entire period of the tournament. We'll have only single headers on weekdays that start at 5:30. We'll have double headers on Saturdays, and we moved the afternoon game on Sundays to 3:30, which I think gives a nice afternoon, early evening feel to the Sunday format. The other thing that's significant this year is that there's another game that's been added. In the eliminator has been brought into the knockout phase, so there'll be 4 knockout games this year after the 30 round robin fixtures around the country.
So if you can just explain to us exactly how that's going to work. So number 1 playing number 2, just like it normally does.
Yeah, so
an eliminator.
It does create the importance of finishing at the top 2 of the log, because
Yeah.
it gives you 2 bites at the cherry, basically 1v2. If whoever wins that fixture goes straight to the final, and whoever loses gets another opportunity in the next phase of the game to have another bite of the cherry. It's a really exciting knockout phase of the tournament, and we're hoping by that stage that things will be set up, really, really nicely. I think one of the highlights of season 1 was the competitive nature of the cricket, how, from a league perspective, how close the log table was going into the knockout phases. Some of the cricket that was played was outstanding. Seeing some of the young players coming through, mixing with the international stars, both locally and internationally. And I think that in the feedback we received from fans, it was really one of the highlighted points was how much they loved the competitive nature of the cricket on the field.
Yeah, talking about young players, I heard a story about Gwena Mapaka, who, Bjorn, you'll be very happy that you guys got him. He's only 17. Some of the guys here started playing competitive cricket at a very young age. You did the same too. How important is it to get the youngsters as early as possible, not just for us and for themselves, but for world cricket?
Yeah, we said from the start that we have massive ambitions at Betway SA20. We want to elevate this league to the biggest league outside India. We want to be the number 1 sports and entertainment brand in South Africa as well. But speaking about cricket, it's the core product of who we are. So the cricket standard on the field, putting a number of South African players on the global platform every year is something that we're excited to do. And we saw youngsters coming through last year. You talk about, we've got our youngest player in the tournament now, Mapaka, has been picked up. And we're hoping that every season we'll start to see our South African talent really start to outperform international talent, new heroes being built to go with the existing heroes. And, the fans will start, being able to look up to these players and build with them as the years go on, and hopefully in turn then benefits South African cricket, and we have a strong Proteas.
Absolutely. So the cricket is obviously amazing, but one of the things that was quite a phenomenon in season 1 was the Betway Catch a Million competition. That was impeccable. That was way too awesome, and it became a world phenomenon quite quickly.
Yeah, our fans loved it so much that it got moved to Catch a 2 Million. So, I think the standard of catching, certainly some parts of South Africa were better than what we were expecting. But, those type of activations, and, we talk about partners. We've got our 6 franchises who are incredible partners to Betway SA20. You've got our title like Betway. The fact that they're prepared to invest in us and help grow with us and develop, the ambitions that we have at Betway SA20 is exciting. So, you can't build these things without partners. And we were fortunate when we were building last year, that people backed us and really believed in our vision, and we were able to bring that to life. And now it's about growing and getting better and better. And the other point in terms of what surprised us last year, which was a huge highlight, was our fans. The way the fans turned out with very tough fixtures. To average, I think, close on 380,000 sold tickets. We obviously have ambitions to grow that even more this year. The in-stadium entertainment, the fan engagement stuff, came back as really strong feedback, and people in South Africa truly loved the experiences in stadium. So it's across the board about how we can improve everything for season 2.
Yeah, and talking about the fans, the nice thing about our stadium as well is you actually get to experience something different in each stadium. Everywhere you go, there's something great. This is happening in Jan when a lot of people are traveling. So if you want to travel with family, if you're going to lay your eyes on this, you might want to travel with family wherever it is that you want to go, whether it's Durban, whether it's Paarl, whether it's in PE. It's great to travel and be able to be part of the cricket wherever it is across South Africa. Graham, thank you so much. Let's talk a little bit about season 2. What can we expect just before I let you go?
Well, I've touched on it. I mean, as I said, we're hoping for another really competitive season, for some outstanding performances across the board. Our goal at league is that coming into the last week, it's hard to kind of figure out who's going to be at the top of the table. So that's what we want to create, is the most competitive platform. We've already seen the teams have sort of pre-built some of their squads as we move to the auction on the 27th, and we're very excited with the sort of the type of players that will be coming out internationally, as I've mentioned, the best of South Africa as well. So on the auction on the 27th, that's another big milestone for us at Betway SA20, where squads will be finalised, and then obviously ticketing and marketing campaigns and everything starts to come alive. I think just the last point that I really want to touch on is that, I think what's underestimated is the impact that the league made last year on greater society. And I think that was something that was exciting for us, was also so the investment back into South Africa, the job creation. It was over 1.4 billion that was direct spend back into South Africa, over 8,000 jobs created, and that's something that we're very proud of as well, and that we want to also reiterate it. Yes, we're a cricket product, but we also want to help South Africa go from strength to strength.
That deserves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And that is our lead commissioner of the SA20, Mr. Graham Smith. So Graham did mention that we've got some players with us here. So I'm going to ask, when I do call you up, gentlemen, to please start sitting from my far right, all the way to my far left. And we will start all the way from the Durban Super Giants, Keshav Maharaj. And he will be followed by Sibonelo Makanya representing JSK.
How brilliant it is that you can come here and you can make sure that you're also a winner. Part of the
We will
Betway
also call
Catch a Million
Tafiso
competition.
Rabada for MI Cape Town.
He's in the business.
To complete our left here, we will start with Bjorn Patang, representing our world.
It's great. We've got our 6 catch.
Ethan Bosch representing Pretoria Capitals.
And we have a man who is going to
And of
share
course the man with the trophy
2 million
for
rand.
now, or maybe again, we don't know. Representing Sunrisers Eastern Cape, Aiden Monclo.
Time at the cricket ever. The vibe.
We touched a little bit on the Betway Catch a Million competition that happened earlier on. And just before I start chatting to the gents, I'd like us to have a look at some of those awesome catches off the field.
How brilliant it is that you can come here and you can make sure that you're also a winner. Part of the Betway Catch a Million competition.
He's in the business. It's an even better catch. And taken in the crowd. It's taken again. It's grand. We've got our 6 catch. Goodness gracious me. What about that? 3 balls in this game. And we have a man who is going to share the Betway 2 million rand. And we have a man who is going to share the Betway.
So that went from 1 million to 2 million, like Graham was saying, because our catching was so awesome last year. A man who did hit a few sixes right next to me. I'll start with you since I'm here, Aiden. I actually have an anecdote to tell. I was at the semi-final in Pretoria. Right? I was in Pretoria during the semi-final, and Aiden got a 100 in that game. So I was in one of those 360 photo booth stuff things, and I was telling the people that I don't want to miss Aiden's 100. I don't want to miss Aiden's 100. So they're like, no, but you're working. So I'm on it, and you hit your 100, and then the stadium erupts, right? So what do? I want to see, right? So this thing is rotating. You would think that I would know that if it's over here, the best way to get out is here, because it won't be there by the time I get there. No, I turned around, and I met it, and I fell, boom, on the floor. It's a true story. Running to go and not congratulate you because I wasn't going to hold your hand, but running to go and cheer with the fans on this 100 that's been scored. I remember standing there, and I remember just seeing you with your hands in the air at the middle of the crease with the bat, and I thought, and even that moment, it felt like time froze and it felt like it took a long time with everyone up in their feet clapping for Aiden Markram for that 100. I remember standing there and thinking, well, that was worth it. I had a little bit of blood, but it was worth it, so congratulations. And that also took you to the final, and obviously everybody knows the rest of that. Let's give it up for Aiden Markram, ladies and gentlemen, the current captain of the champions, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. For me, that was a massive moment, Aiden, but for you, if you look at last season, which would you say was the best moment for you personally and for your team? There we go.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying the final was quite special. Being involved in the competition for that long, probably weren't the best team of the competition, but to somehow scrap into the final and then to win it and lift the trophy was certainly the one that we remember most.
And that moment when you got the 100, did it also feel like time froze there? Like what's going on there in your heart?
Yeah, probably opposite, to be honest. I suppose when you're out in the middle, I think everyone will vouch for it. Time feels like it really does fly. So, yeah, another special memory from the competition, but in all honesty, it was a bit of a blur as well.
100%. I'll just move so that we can speak to both sides of the stage here. I'll move over here. I'll start with Sponel. I see you've got the mic already in your hand. In fact, just fitting because the first fixture, you guys are traveling to the Eastern Cape for that first fixture on the 10th. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. Of course, as you all know, they knocked us out last year. Earlier this year. So, yeah, man, we've got a score to settle, and we're looking forward to it. I mean, the crowd in PE is always electric, and yeah, man, I'm excited.
You ready for the Orange Army, bro?
I am indeed. I am indeed.
Listen, you also took some amazing catches as I was there at the bull ring. How important is it just to be an all-round cricket as a young guy growing up to show all the other young stars out there that you just got to give it your all?
Yeah, man, like we all know fielding is a massive part of cricket. And I'll speak for myself. I'm not sure about these guys, but sometimes you get more nervous fielding than your actual primary skill. So, yeah, I mean, there's many ways to entertain on the cricket field. And, yeah, luckily I've got some decent hands and I can do that.
Awesome stuff. Kesh, I want to come to you now. How's the injury? Are you healing? Everything is okay there, Kesh? Are we...
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, still some time to go, but taking it one day at a time.
Awesome stuff. We want you nice and fit, man. Listen, so the Durban Supergiants, one of the best teams. I mean, if you look at the names that you guys have there and some of the players that you've already retained for this year, I know on the 27th we're going to have the auction, but some of the players you've already retained. How are you feeling about this year's season with all the players that you already have in the bank?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I think we've got a better balance than we did last year. Yeah, just looking forward to obviously picking the final three and starting the brand of cricket that we want to play in the next Betway SA20 competition.
And how does it work? Now that the format has changed a little bit, obviously we're going to have the eliminators, as Graham was saying, and then one plays two. Is it a case of let's fight to be in that top two? Or is it let's just find ourselves in those knockout stages? Because anything can happen in a knockout stage.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously momentum is a crucial part of it, so you also don't want to break momentum. I think for us it's to make sure that we try to get into the knockout situation and better last year's performances, and hopefully we can finish top of the table so we get 2 bites of the cherry in the eliminators. But I think it's just about taking it one game at a time and making sure that you're executing on the day.
Yeah, so one of the teams that were spoken about quite a lot in season 1, and they looked very strong, like extremely strong, was the Pretoria Capitals. I mean, these guys were flying. They were doing amazing things. And Ethan, you did amazing things yourself as well. How was it for you, first of all, to be part of the SA20, but also to play with all the players that you play with and to be amongst a team that is seen as a favorite team to win the trophy?
Yeah, I think for us it was... We just try to get momentum for as long as we possibly could. And yeah, it was just, for us, it was just one of those tournaments that things kind of went our way a lot of the time. And then towards the latter end, obviously in the final, it obviously didn't go our way. But yeah, to be part of such a cool tournament with all the international coaches, stars, and all of that was pretty special. I mean, one of my heroes is Jacques Callis, and I got to work with him. So to be a part of that was really special.
Nice one. I mean, I told a story, by the way, which was a true story about the friend of mine who repeated matric. That was actually a true story. And I mean, you hear so many stories, especially from young cricketers around the world, on how much they love the sport and how much they want to be part of the sport. From you, from a family point of view, because your family is a sporting family, obviously, cricket, did they also sort of inspire you to get into cricket?
Yeah, so yeah, my dad obviously played for South Africa and played cricket both in Pretoria and in Natal. So for me, it's obviously just to follow in his footsteps and yeah, just kind of just make him proud.
Are you going to show them this year that you're a proper all-rounder? You're going to hit those 60s as well, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.
No, he is, guys. He can really hit a very, very long ball, Ethan Bosch. Let's go to another all-rounder. In fact, all of them are all-rounders here. Does anyone doubt? I mean, Kagiso, come on, you're also an all-rounder, eh? You can hit a long one. All right, let's go to Bjorn for saying. Bjorn, I was talking a bit earlier on about, youngster Kwena Mapaka, who is part of your team right now. You guys also great team as well. Great environment around your stadium as well. How are you feeling, first of all, about the first season, and what can we look forward to in season 2?
Yeah, first of all, very excited about Kwena's signing. If I'm not mistaken, his first professional game was an SAA game. So to see him in action is exciting. And just to be back in front of the Boland crowd again.
Yeah. Absolutely. And for you personally, there are only 2 spinners here on the, oh no, sorry, Cap. For you personally, from a spin point of view, we saw the first pictures of all the home games and all that kind of stuff. When you travel and you go to the different stadiums to play there, where do you feel that, look, I get the most out of this? And I don't know if it's going to be sort of home in Joburg for you or not.
Yeah, I think if you speak to any spinner, they love playing at the coast. Obviously, that's where we're based. Myself and Shama, we did quite well there last season. And we'd be looking to replicate that up in the IFL as well next season.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And then from spin to fast bowling, Kagiso Rabada, I still think is a proper all-rounder, this guy. I've seen him hit some nice cover drives and some awesome sixes as well. Kagiso, last year, the tournament started in Cape Town, and Cape Town set the mood, set the perfect mood for the SA20. I don't think anyone can doubt that. How was it for you guys when you looked back at those few first games and you thought, wow, this is actually huge?
Yeah, South Africa's a nice place to play cricket in. The weather's great, and it's a nice place to watch cricket in as well. The stadiums with the unique feel, the grass banks, and it just brings out the cricket community. And we all know Newlands is one of the bigger cricket communities, or Cape Town is in South Africa. And it was a beautiful day. And you have some of the world's best players, so it's always going to, some of the world's best players playing, so it's always going to create a magnificent vibe, and that's what it was last year.
No, it definitely was a magnificent vibe, and you've got other sort of fast bowlers in your team as well, world renowned, just like you are. How well do you guys work together with the rest of the guys? Are there notes exchanging there, on and off the field, all that kind of stuff? Just give us a little bit of a background as to what happens behind the scenes with the Jofra Archers and all the other guys.
I guess the regular planning before playing any team, and just, I guess, trying to, break the code, or try and infiltrate the batting lineup. Yeah, we had a disappointing season, if you had to regard the players that we had, especially the bowlers that we had. So yeah, we're just looking to, I guess, put in better performances in the next coming competition.
Awesome stuff. I want to get cheesy a little bit here. Let's see if the guys on stage here can help me out. So just think cricket. Right? Don't think anything else. Think cricket. And I'm going to get a little bit cheesy here. These are like knock-knock jokes, but for cricket. They're very cool. They're awesome. Let's see if these guys are tuned on, right? I'll start with Cash. Why are cricketers so good at ironing clothes? Think of where you bat, the strip. Does anyone have it? Because they know how to spot a crease. Ah, I told you, right? I told you, right? All right. Why does the grasshopper not watch soccer? Because he prefers? Cricket. Come on, now work with me here. And then, so as a friend of mine was telling me how, I know, someone does get it. I did tell you I'm going to get very cheesy, right? Just one last one. Where would the fun be, right? We're here anyway. So, vampires used to play cricket. I don't know if you guys know this. Kakiso is nodding his head. They used to play cricket, right? If you believe vampires, they used to play cricket. Why did they stop? Because they could never find their bat. Who said that? There we go. That's my guy right there. You should be sitting here. All right, cool stuff, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm not going to let you out just yet because we do have a draw that we're going to do. I'd like to do just a quick rifle here. If I can get it, should be somewhere here. So as I was saying a bit earlier on, when you walked in, you would have given a number. We're going to do that draw right now. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ask the players to just pick one number from here. I hope you have not lost your number. No one's picking number one. These guys are not serious. There's number one there. All right, cool stuff. So I'm gonna now call out, or the players themselves can call out just the numbers that they have, and we congratulate all the people that have won amazing prizes here. Let's start with Aiden. What number do you have?
I've got lucky number 13.
Number 13, where are you? Let's give him a round of applause. There we go. Please do come to the front. All right, lucky number 13. All right, picture perfect moments as well here as Aiden Makram hands over a great prize to our lucky winner today, lucky number 13. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Bosch, what number you got?
59.
59. Number 59. Going once, going twice. All right, there we go. 59, 59, going once, going twice. This is the 27th of, here we are. Oh, do we have it? We don't have a 59. Do we have a 59? No, we don't have a 59. Yes, we do have a 59. There you go. It's number 59. Ethan Bosch hands him over a great prize. Oh, it is the boss man as well. How do you like that? Are certain people allowed to enter this competition? I'm asking for a friend. Eh? All right, Bjorn, what number you got?
I've got 54.
Number 54. 5-4. Oh, there we go. He didn't even waste any time. We will verify. All right, Bjorn Patain handing over prize number 54. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And a picture perfect one. And let's go. Kagiso Rabada, what number you got?
35.
Number 35. Number 35. 35. 35. There we go. As she comes through to receive a present from Kagiso Rabada. Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Number 35. And Sibonelo Makanya for JSK. What number do you have?
I've got number 38.
Number 38. 38. Oh, what? I'm going to ask for a friend again. You know. Asking for a friend. The next person is... Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this will be so unfair if the next person is Graham Smith. Obviously, this will be... All right, Cash, what you got?
I've got number 10.
Number 10. Who's got number 10? I think we're going to have another giveaway after this. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Cash. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And please give a round of applause to our players, the Durban Super Giants, the Joburg Super Kings, MI Cape Town, Paul Royals, Pretoria Capitals, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Thank you so much, gents. All right, no, that was awesome stuff. That's pretty great. I was told that this isn't a long program, and it definitely isn't a long program. We have come to the end of our program, but for all the media that is here, please do feel free. I saw some of you had already started chatting to some of our dignitaries and the players. Please do continue doing that and filing the good story or the great story that is the Betway SA20. Season 1 is done and dusted, and we've got Season 2 coming through on the 27th. We are going to have, of September, we're going to have our auction, which will be happening. So please make sure that you join us for that too. From me, my name is Tolly B. Thank you very, very much. Or should I say, my name is Tolly Buys. Hey, that's the one I didn't think of. Tolly Buys. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Tolly Betway. Now, there's a name. Now, that works. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. We really do appreciate it. We are going to go out with another video. Just before you stand up, please do cast your eyes on our big screens. Thank you very much.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
My first time at the cricket ever. The vibe is amazing.
I've been to cricket stadiums around the world. I think we're taking it to another level.
This tournament has been the best.
One of the best things that's happened. One of the best things that's happened to South African cricket.
Oh my goodness. Right on the base of the stump.
Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have hoped for a better result.
I think what an incredible performance. Everyone is tuned in on the TV. Everyone is tuned in on the TV, the radio stations, and bought a ticket to come into the stadium and be a part of what we've all been able to create is the great story.